Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm going to show you what I'm running off of right now. Andrew, you wanted me to put this video together, so I'm going to go ahead and do my best to try to explain it as quickly as possible. I run off of a Vamo V5. It's pretty standard. You got your power button, and then you've got your settings, controls. This one runs a variable volt and variable watt, which is pretty standard when you're trying to upgrade to the next level. It's not very discreet, but it's still, I mean, it fits in my pocket, no problem. It's sturdy. I've dropped it a few times on carpet and nothing's ever happened to it. It fell out of my Jeep the other day and I nicked it pretty bad on the bottom, but the thing still fires beautifully. I've had it for a good 3 months now, and I mean, I've only had to charge the battery maybe once every 4 or 5 days. So the battery in it's pretty good. It's a 2200 milliampere battery, which will last your standard recreational vapor. It'll last you like a good, like 4 or 5 days if you don't vape very often, probably a week and a half, 2 weeks. But it comes with its own charger. It comes with 2 batteries, the actual Vamo itself, and then it comes with 2 tanks, which are like CE4s, CE9s. I don't like those because they burn out too quick, so I just went ahead and upgraded to the Pro Tank Mini. The tanks that I order now are pretty much replicas of them, like no-name brand stuff, but it's the heating core that actually does all the job, all the hard work. These are pretty simple to take apart. The bottom comes off. Let me go ahead and show that to you real quick. This is pretty much the heating core. The head itself, this is what heats up. You take it apart. The coils on the inside of this, whenever it burns out, it's a lot easier to replace. It's a lot cheaper to maintain than your usual tanks. You got to be careful with which tanks you're using, because if they're not, if you can't take them apart, you're gonna have to buy a new heating coil. If you get that at a kiosk, you're gonna pay anywhere from $5 to $10 just to get it working again. Replacement coils, stuff like that. The replacement coils, the replacement heads for these, I get actually pretty cheap. So let me know if you're interested in this kind of a setup. The tank itself, like I said, is going to be a replica of this one. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what this bad boy does. It's a mini version of the main one. I prefer the mini one. Me personally, I've never had a problem with these. And now going back to the actual Vamo itself, it does have the whole on and off button thing. And once you turn it back on, it's got, like I said, really good battery life. Now, it's got the hit counter. If you take over here, it keeps track of your hits. Mine usually tops out at about 500, 600 hits before I have to recharge it, which is not bad at all. I don't vape too often anymore. I'm actually trying to slow down. But I'm going to go ahead and show you for your standard vapor. I'm going to go ahead and set it to 8 watts. And this is a hit that you get out of 8 watts. Now that's at 8 watts. If you wanted to go ahead and bump it up, you can go up to maybe 10, 10 and a half. Still some pretty good vape production. You can go all the way up to, I think it's 15, but 15 you're going to burn out your wicks. That's pretty strong. It goes as low as 3. 3 is really low. Like almost nothing. And then you can jump it up to maybe 5 for pretty standard hits. And then, like I said, I usually use mine at about 8, 9, somewhere in there. For me personally, using it at 9 doesn't waste too much of your liquid. If you need liquid as well, let me know. I've got a vendor and a personal friend of mine over in Cruces that helps me out with that. Let me know if you're interested in this one. It hits like a champ. I've never had any problems with it. Just let me know if you're interested. Thanks.